test 1, 2. Ah ha ha ha. We are back. Here we are. We're on YouTube now. It took me a while to figure out YouTube. Oh, and our window's all wonky. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. We can fix this. This is why this is very overtly a testing stream. Gotta size it up properly. There we go. That should be working right now. Hopefully you can hear the music. Hopefully it is not blasting or anything. I think we got our levels figured out. The music is going to be very very bland. Obviously we got to be royalty free here. At least until I get around to composing my own entire playlist. As if. In any case, welcome to the stream. Welcome to our first stream over on YouTube ever. We've only done a few streams over on Twitch. We're just kind of trying it out a little bit, seeing how it goes. And it has been a while. And I think I want to go with YouTube over Twitch, but this is sort of the initial test, just to see how it goes. Make sure everything works. Make sure our sound is good. Make sure the capture works properly. All that good stuff. So, in any case, we'll go ahead and take a we'll go ahead and take a look at Tower Simulator 3 today. I think it's going to be a very fun one. I've been playing this a lot lately, and I've been really enjoying it. I think today we're gonna go for LaGuardia real-time schedule, so it's about 1500 local right now. I'm gonna pull up the ATIS for LaGuardia here and see what they're landing real world before I launch into the sim. I wish so. At this stage here, what I want is the ability to I want the ability to see the current METAR. Like I want to be able to click on this and see, okay, what is it? I can see it's 20C. METAR live, but like I don't see wind here. If you could at least give me the wind, I could just choose a runway layout. But I can pull up the real world ATIS and I see the winds are 050 at 5. They're landing ILS runway 22 in use, departing 13. I want to pull up a TAF. And mostly because I want to see if that 040 wind is going to remain and if it's going to get stronger. Alrighty, METAR is there. Here is the TAF. 0607, 090 at 7. Yeah, they're not really expecting a significant wind shift. So see, it's so much easier if you are landing 2-2. That's why they're doing it. The wind is only 5 knots. We're gonna break the rules a little bit because we know how LaGuardia operates, and we're gonna be landing runway 22. Hopefully they don't all complain. Right now, LaGuardia is departing runway 13. We'll do that as well, but I'm only going to have aircraft coming in on runway 22. We're going to do sort of crossing runway operations here with departures off of 13 and landing on 22. So we'll go over our flow here if we don't get totally slammed with departures right out the gate, which we may. And we're going to see how LaGuardia goes here. I think it's going to go quite well. I've been practicing. But this is 100% based on real-world schedules, 100% traffic load in and out of LaGuardia, and we are local control. We are ground and tower. And Well, no, we're not really clearance. They sort of come to you with a clearance. God, can you, with the way the voice recognition works in this game, I would not want to have to issue IFR clearances. That would be awful. It has. I will recognize that sometimes I have a tendency to mumble and I don't always pronounce things right, and so there is an extent to which that is a thing for me, and it might not always recognize what I say because of that. However, I have a lot of trouble getting it to recognize me sometimes, especially like when I start talking fast and when we get really into a run and you know it's just super busy and you gotta talk fast. That's also when it has trouble picking me up, and that's a slight problem. I'm gonna sit at this
LaGuardia ground.
here.
American
Yep,
1291 with information
folks.
hotel. Requesting push and start.
Acting for push. American 1291 pushback approved. Expect runway 13. So we're gonna taxi him out via Bravo
Pushback
Papa.
approved, expect
Pretty much
runway
everybody's
13.
gonna be
American
taxied out by
12901.
Bravo Papa. We'll have to give him a crossing instruction at 22. Typically you would give him
LaGuardia ground.
taxi out
Execution
Bravo Papa,
779er with information hotel.
and the
Requesting
hold
push
short.
and start.
It won't give the hold short instruction because they do it automatically. That's slightly non-realistic, but that's okay. ExecJet 779, pushback approved, expect runway 13. I didn't
Unable
get
to take off from this runway. The runway is too short for takeoff. Execjet 779er.
ExecJet 779er, runway, hang on, shoot. ExecJet 779er, expect runway 13. It didn't say exit that.
Pushback
it's
approved.
good.
Expect runway 1. Execjet 779er.
No, that's not what it
Negative. Unknown
Yeah.
command. Execjet 779er.
So this is what happens frequently. ExecJet 779er, pushback approved, expect runway 13. There we go, now it got it.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13.
So you just
Execjet
have to be careful
779er.
and you really have to say things exactly correct. So we got one on the approach here to runway 22, American 1557. We've got his flight strip up there. That'll become ours once he contacts us. But we've kind of already got it here, or the departure control has got it there. Or the arrival, I guess. American
LaGuardia ground.
1291 and
Endeavour
ExecJet
5512 with
put it
information
there.
India.
Push,
Requesting push and start.
Endeavour 5512, pushback approved, expect runway 13. There we go. He's gonna push
Pushback
back.
approved. Expect runway 13. Endeavour
And I've got a
5512.
view set up so that
LaGuardia
you
ground.
can kind of see
American
those
12901 ready to
bays. Call
taxi.
this sort of a drone view. American 1291, runway 13, taxi via Bravo Papa. It did not
Negative.
hit that.
Unknown command. American 12901.
Oh dear, and I lost my view doing that. Hang on. American 1291, runway 13, taxi via Bravo Papa.
Runway 13. Via Bravo.
This
Papa.
is
American 12901. LaGuardia Tower. American 1557 on
this
final
is
22.
where I want it. Right there. Okay, we got it. American 1557, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22. Clear to land. American 1557. LaGuardia ground. Execjet 779 ready to taxi.
Alright, I actually have to look at his taxi here. Echo, Echo, Charlie, Charlie.
LaGuardia ground. Endeavour 5352 with information India. Requesting push and start.
ExecJet 779er, runway 13, taxi via Delta Delta, Papa. I think that's...
Runway 13. Via Delta Delta. Papa. Execjet
ExecJet
779er.
779er, taxi to runway 13 via Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Delta Delta, Papa.
Taxi to runway 13 via Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Delta Delta, Papa. Execjet 779er. LaGuardia ground. Endeavour 5512 ready to
now he's
taxi.
stuck. Hang on. ExecJet 779er, taxi runway 13 via Charlie, Charlie, Delta Delta, Papa.
Taxi to
actually,
runway
no,
13
I see
via
what I'm
Charlie,
doing
Charlie,
wrong here. This
Delta
is
Delta,
actually Papa.
Papa. Execjet 779er.
ExecJet 779er, taxi runway 13 via Charlie, Charlie, Papa. ExecJet 779er, runway 13, taxi via Charlie, Charlie, Papa. Whoa, what call sign did it pick up there? ExecJet 779er, runway 13, taxi by Charlie Charlie Papa.
Runway 13
There we
via
go.
Charlie Charlie.
Finally.
Papa.
And now
ExecJet
who else was
779er.
calling? 5512 called. Endeavor 5512, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa. He's plenty far out, so we'll get
Runway 13 via
his
Bravo.
crossing instruction
Papa.
here.
Endeavor 5512.
American 1291 cross, runway 22.
Cross runway 22. American 12901.
And if we were ground and tower separate, we'd hand them off. And did 5352 also call? Endeavor 5352 pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13. Endeavor 5352. LaGuardia Tower, Delta 363 on final 22.
Delta 363, runway 22, clear to land. We're going to use anticipated
Runway 22,
separation
clear to
today.
land. Delta 363.
So yes, we can clear multiple aircraft to land at the same time. American 1291, runway 13, line up and wait. I probably
Runway
can squeeze
13,
him, but
line up
I
and
want
wait.
to see
American
how long it
12901.
takes him to line up here. And if he lines up quickly, then we'll kind of clear our mid lineup. But so if they're outside of this ring, I think this is a 5-mile ring, but I'm not 100% sure. That's not what I meant. I wanted to zoom in on him.
LaGuardia Ground, Courtyard 4981 with information India, requesting push and start.
Actually, no, we're not going to clear him right off the bat because we want to get this Endeavor out from behind him first. American 1291, runway 13, clear for immediate takeoff. And he should be
Runway 13, cleared for immediate takeoff.
gone
American
long before
12901.
it becomes a problem. We'll hand him off to departure here. ExecJet 779er, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. ExecJet 779er. LaGuardia Ground, Endeavor 5352 ready to taxi.
Actually, we'll put him there too. Endeavor 5352, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa. Whoa, it did not hear me right at all. Endeavor 5352, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13, via Bravo, Papa. Endeavor 5352.
There we go. American 1291 is departing. American 1291, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. American 12901. Good day.
Bye-bye.
LaGuardia Tower, Brickyard 4655 on final 22.
Brickyard 4655, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. Brickyard 4655.
Brickyard 4981, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13. Brickyard 4981.
ExecJet 779er, wind is 160 at 11, runway 13, clear for takeoff. Oh, the wind has changed as well, so.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. ExecJet 779er.
American 1557, taxi to the ramp via Bravo 1.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo 1. American 1557.
That's 1 in. Here goes the ExecJet.
LaGuardia Ground, Endeavor 5060 with information India, requesting push and start.
Endeavor 5512, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Endeavor 5512.
Who just called for push? It was this guy, right? 5060. No, I'm gonna wait. I want to roll out the red carpet for Brickyard. He pushed first. If I push him, it'll lock him in, and he should be ready for taxi here any second. Endeavor 5512, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Endeavor 5512.
ExecJet 779er, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. ExecJet 779er. Good day.
He's landed
LaGuardia
now.
Ground, Brickyard 4981 ready for taxi.
Brickyard 4981, runway 13. Ah, shoot. Brickyard 4981, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
taxi, way
Yeah,
not
yeah,
found.
whatever.
Brickyard 4981.
He got it.
Runway 13 via Bravo,
There it goes.
Papa. Brickyard 4981.
Here comes Delta.
LaGuardia Tower. Brickyard 4932 on final 22.
Brickyard 4932, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. Brickyard 4932.
We're not going to launch him, that's a little too tight.
LaGuardia ground. Skywest 5222 with information, India. Requesting push and start.
Skywest 5222, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13. Skywest
We're gonna have to push
5222.
Endeavor here in a moment. But yeah, here comes the Delta. Endeavor 5512, wind is 160 at 11, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, clear for takeoff. Endeavour 5512.
Endeavor 5352, cross runway 22.
Negative, unknown command.
All right,
Endeavour
fine.
5352.
Endeavor 5352, cross runway 22. There we go.
Cross runway 22. Endeavour 5352.
Delta 363, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha. That'll be sort
Taxi
of
to
our
ramp.
standard
Via
taxi
Bravo.
for the
Echo.
arrivals.
Alpha. Delta 363.
And that guy's already arrived. Endeavor 5352, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13. Line up and wait. Endeavour 5352.
Endeavor 5512, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Endeavour 5512. Good day. LaGuardia Tower. Endeavour 529 or 2 on final 22.
Endeavor 5292, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22. Cleared to land. Endeavour 529 or 2.
Endeavor 5060, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13. Endeavor 5060. LaGuardia ground. Skywest 5222 ready to taxi.
Skywest 5222, runway 13, taxi via Golf, Romeo Papa.
Runway 13 via Golf.
That's
Romeo. Papa. Skywest 5222.
Did 1056 call me
LaGuardia
already?
ground. American
There it is.
1056 with information India. Requesting push and start.
American 1056, pushback approved, expect runway 13. And that's why I didn't send
Pushback
this guy
approved.
to
Expect
taxi
runway 13.
this way,
American 1056.
because I figured this would keep him clear of more gates along his taxi, otherwise we'd be holding this guy here. Endeavor 5352, wind is 160 at 11, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13. Cleared for takeoff. Endeavour 5352.
Brickyard 4981, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Brickyard 4981.
Brickyard 4655, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Echo, Alpha. Brickyard 4655.
Goes the Endeavor.
LaGuardia ground. Endeavor 5060 ready to taxi.
Endeavor 5060, taxi to runway 13 via Bravo Papa. There goes 50.
Taxi to runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. Endeavor 5060.
I hope I didn't
LaGuardia Tower.
yeah,
JetBlue 372 on final 22.
Brickyard 4981, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13. Line up and wait. Brickyard 4981.
Endeavor 5352, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Endeavour 5352. Good day. LaGuardia ground. American 1056 ready to taxi.
American 1056, runway 13, taxi via Bravo Papa. That'll be
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. American 1056.
And somebody called me on the arrival. JetBlue 372, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. JetBlue 372.
Alright, I think we're caught up. Yeah.
LaGuardia ground, Brickyard 4560 with information India, requesting push and start.
Brickyard 4981, wind is 160 at 11, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, clear for takeoff. Brickyard 4981.
Sky was 5222, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. SkyWest 5222.
Brickyard 4932, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha. Brickyard 4932.
Brickyard 4932, hold short of Zulu.
Hold short of taxiway Zulu. Brickyard 4932.
That'll help avoid the conflict if I'm taxiing these guys out, which I think I want to get them both out
LaGuardia ground,
before.
Brickyard 4772 with information India, requesting push and start.
Brickyard 4772, stand by. I'm gonna hold him until the other guy
Stand
there.
by.
We'll see what
Brickyard
ends up happening.
4772.
Sky was 5222, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. SkyWest 5222.
LaGuardia
Brickyard
Tower, American 381 on final 22.
Brickyard 4981, contact departure. Stepping on me.
New York departure on 120.4. Brickyard 4981. Good day.
American 381, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. American 381.
Taxied him, 4655 is parking. Ooh, I almost was about to cross him, and then luckily I looked. Looking good. Yeah, we got a nice flow going here in LaGuardia.
LaGuardia ground, Air Shuttle 6153 with information India, requesting push and start.
Stand by. Sky was 5222, wind is 160 at 11, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, clear for takeoff. SkyWest 5222.
There he goes. Endeavor 5060, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Endeavor 5060.
American 1056, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22, American 1056.
Then Endeavor 5292, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha. He's also going out there.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Echo, Alpha, Endeavor 52902.
Oh shit. Brickyard 4560, pushback approved, expect runway 13. I could have sworn I had him push already. I'm holding
Pushback
them
approved,
for no
expect
reason.
runway 13. Brickyard 4560.
Let's see if they'll both put. Brickyard 4772, pushback approved, expect runway 13. Because if they'll both push at
Pushback
the same
approved,
time, then
expect
I'll
runway
just taxi
13.
them together.
Brickyard 4772. LaGuardia Tower, Endeavor 542 and on final 22.
Endeavor 5421, runway 22, clear land. I don't think they'll both push.
Runway
though.
22, clear to land.
But
Endeavor
now I'm gonna have to
5421.
hold him for both of them because I gave him the clearance. I think they're
LaGuardia
gonna
ground,
kinda
American
coordinate
2144 with information India, requesting push and start.
2144. No, you gotta wait because I gotta get Air Shuttle out first. Air Shuttle 6153, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13. Air Shuttle 6153.
Endeavor 5060, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway
Sorry,
13,
could've
line up and
almost
wait.
just cleared him.
Endeavor 5060.
SkyWest 5222, contact departure. I didn't forget about you.
New York departure on 120.4. SkyWest 5222. Good day.
Endeavor 5060, wind is 160 at 11, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, clear for takeoff. Endeavor 5060.
LaGuardia ground, Brickyard 4560 ready to taxi.
Oh, 5292, sorry, taxi. Brickyard 4560, runway 13, taxi via Bravo, Papa.
Runway 13, via Bravo, Papa. Brickyard 4560.
Endeavor 5060, oh, he's already gone. That's right. American 1056, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. American 1056.
JetBlue 372, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Echo, Alpha. JetBlue 372.
There we go. Caught up again.
LaGuardia ground. Endeavor 5245 with information India. Requesting push and start.
LaGuardia Tower, Southwest 5642 on final 22. LaGuardia ground, Air Shuttle 6153 ready to taxi.
Southwest 5642, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. Southwest 5642.
Air Shuttle 6153, oh, hang on. Air Shuttle 6153, runway 13, taxi by Bravo, Papa.
Runway 13, via Bravo, Papa. Air Shuttle 6153.
No, control the ramp. Mostly true. And then we'll get the American. American 2144, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13. American 2144.
There we go. American 1056, wind is 160 at 11, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. American 1056. LaGuardia ground, Brickyard 4772 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 4772, runway 13, taxi by Bravo, Papa.
Runway 13, via Bravo, Papa. Brickyard 4772. LaGuardia ground, Delta 432 with information India. Requesting push and start.
American 381, taxi to the ramp via Bravo, Echo.
Taxi to ramp, via Bravo, Echo. American 381.
Alrighty, well. American 1056. Oh, Endeavor 5060, contact departure. I didn't forget.
New York departure on 120.4. Endeavor 5060. Good day.
American 1056, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. American 1056. Good day.
LaGuardia Tower, Brickyard 4583 on final 22.
Brickyard 4583, runway 22, clear land.
Runway 22, cleared to land. Brickyard 4583.
LaGuardia ground, American 2144 ready to taxi.
He's there. No, I'm not going to cross him. I might have been able to squeeze it, but... American 2144, runway 13, taxi by Bravo, Papa. And then we got to get 4932.
Runway 13, via Bravo, Papa. American 2144.
Oh, actually, Brickyard 4932, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Brickyard 4932.
Yep, there we go. Got to get back into the flow again.
LaGuardia ground,
5421.
Driller 30 with
Oh,
information
he's
India.
landing now.
Ready to start.
Okay. Stand by. Brickyard 4560, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22, Brickyard 4560.
Who just called? It was probably Delta 432, right? And then who's behind you here? Air Shuttle 6153, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22, Air Shuttle 6153.
Endeavor 5421, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp, via Bravo, Echo, Alpha. Endeavor 5421.
Brickyard 4560, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Brickyard 4560.
Alrighty.
LaGuardia Ground, Brickyard 5851 with Information India, requesting push and start.
LaGuardia Tower, JetBlue 831 on final 22.
JetBlue 831, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. JetBlue 831.
Brickyard 47, never mind. I could have done it, but he's coming fast. That would have been spicy. I think Driller 30 just called, right? Driller 30, pushback approved, expect runway 13. I can get him out. Driller 30, pushback approved, expect runway 13. There we go. He's gonna freak out
Negative,
for a
I
moment.
don't need pushback truck, just approve. Driller 30. Negative, I don't need pushback truck,
Okay.
just approve. Driller 30.
I actually didn't realize that. Driller 30 approved, expect runway 13. Driller 30 approved, expect runway 13. There we go.
Unable to take off from this runway.
Yep.
The runway is too short to take
Brickyard
off Driller 30.
4772, cross runway 22. I cut him off a little bit.
Approved, expect runway 1. Driller 30. Approved,
Brickyard
expect runway 13.
4560.
Driller 30.
Runway 13. Good. Brickyard 4560, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Cross runway 22. Brickyard 4772.
Yeah.
Negative,
Who's behind
unknown
you?
command.
Is runway
Brickyard 4560. Runway
American.
13.
Oh my
Cleared
God.
for takeoff.
Could
Brickyard
you all shut up?
4560.
American 2144, cross runway 22. It's like they all just start talking at once.
Cross
It's
runway
like,
22.
shut up, this is
American
my frequency.
2144.
They're
LaGuardia Ground.
just
Driller 30 ready to taxi.
Southwest 5642, taxi to the ramp via Bravo 1. Who's ready for taxi?
Taxi to ramp via Bravo 1. Southwest 5642.
Somebody called, like, ready for taxi just now, right?
LaGuardia Ground, JetBlue 2061 with Information India, requesting push and start.
LaGuardia Tower, Endeavour 5204 on final 22.
Endeavour 5204, runway 22, clear to land. Man, freaking
Runway 22, clear to land.
absolute rush
Endeavour
at the moment.
5204. LaGuardia Ground, Driller 30 ready to taxi.
Driller 30, runway 13, taxi by Delta Delta Papa.
Runway 13, via Delta Delta, Papa. Driller 30.
Air Shuttle 6153, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Air Shuttle 6153.
Brickyard 4560, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4, Brickyard 4560. Good day.
Alrighty, let's see if we can get some of these people out. Did JetBlue call? I can get him.
LaGuardia Ground,
Oh my God,
Southwest
more.
1973 with Information India, requesting push and start.
JetBlue 2061, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13. JetBlue 2061.
Where's the Brickyard? Hang on. There we go. Air Shuttle 6153, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Air Shuttle 6153.
Brickyard 4772, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Brickyard 4772.
There we go. Now we're moving. Brickyard 4583, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi
I'm
to
gonna
ramp
have to
via
fix that,
Bravo,
folks.
Echo, Alpha,
Alright, we're gonna
Brickyard
get two of these guys out.
4583.
Endeavour 5245. Stand by. Hang on. Almost
LaGuardia
time.
Ground,
Oh my
Brickyard
god, there's
5781
four.
with Information India,
We're
requesting
gonna
push
get
and
two at
start.
a time. We're gonna
LaGuardia
get two
Tower,
at a time.
Endeavour 4923 on final 22.
Endeavour 4923, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, cleared to land. Endeavour
They- they
4923.
keep coming and they don't stop coming. Air Shuttle 6153, contact departure.
New York departure on
There we go.
120.4. Air Shuttle 6153.
Endeavour 5245, pushback approved, expect runway 13. Endeavour 5245, pushback approved, expect runway 13. You gotta go, dude. Like,
Unable to take off from this runway.
shut up.
The runway is too short for takeoff. Endeavor 5245. Pushback approved. Expect runway 1. Endeavor 5245. Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Endeavor 5245.
Brickyard 5851, pushback approved. Expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Brickyard 5851.
LaGuardia ground. JetBlue 2061 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 4772, wind is 160 at 11. Runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Negative. Unknown command.
Oh
Brickyard
my God.
4772.
Brickyard 4772, runway 13, clear for takeoff. It's like the one time I get to
Runway
use
13,
proper
clear for
phraseology,
takeoff.
he doesn't
Brickyard
understand me.
4772.
Hang on. JetBlue 831, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Echo. JetBlue 831.
Alrighty, so those two are pushing. JetBlue 2061, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Negative. Unknown
Oh
command.
my
JetBlue
God.
2061.
American 2144, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13. Line up and wait. American 2144.
LaGuardia ground. Endeavor 5245 ready to taxi.
Endeavor 5245, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa. Hang on, I gotta stop.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. Endeavor 5245.
Brickyard 4583, hold short of Zulu.
Hold short of taxiway Zulu. Brickyard 4583.
LaGuardia Tower. Delta 461 on final 22.
JetBlue 2061, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. JetBlue 2061.
Nobody's down there.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 5851 ready to taxi.
Delta 461, runway 22, clear to land. I gotta get him handed off.
Runway 22. Clear to land. Delta 461.
Brickyard 4772, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Brickyard 4772. Good day.
Brickyard 5851, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Negative. Unknown command. Brickyard
Ah.
5851.
Brickyard 5851, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa. How hard is that? Come on. Like, I
Runway
didn't.
13 via Bravo.
said it the same.
Papa. Brickyard 5851.
American 2144, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13 cleared for takeoff. American 2144.
Driller 30, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13 line up and wait. Driller 30.
Endeavor 5204, text to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Echo. Alpha. Endeavor 5204.
Are we caught up? I
LaGuardia
think we're
ground.
caught up.
American 1356 with information
Minus
India. Requesting
pushes.
push and start.
Who just called? It wasn't even the Jazz, it was...
LaGuardia ground. Jazz 7485
There's the
with
Jazz.
information India. Requesting push and start.
Okay, so now everybody has called me, and we gotta do some clearances.
LaGuardia ground radio check. How do you read?
Shut
Delta
up! I
432.
know I'm behind. Southwest 1973, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Southwest 1973.
Jazz 7485, pushback approved, expect runway 13. I'm just gonna do them as I see
Pushback
'em.
approved. Expect runway 13. Jazz 7485.
American 1356, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. American 1356. LaGuardia Tower. Brickyard 47906 on final 22.
Brickyard 4796, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway
Auto
22.
hand them
Clear to
off.
land. Brickyard 47906.
American 2144, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. American 2144.
Brickyard
Good day.
4583, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Brickyard 4583.
There we go, then we'll be able to... Delta 432, pushback approved, expect runway 13. I think he was the one.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Delta 432.
Driller 30, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Driller 30.
JetBlue 2060 run, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22, JetBlue 2061.
Endeavour 4923, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Echo, Alpha. Endeavour 4923.
LaGuardia ground. Southwest 19073 ready to taxi.
Southwest 1973, runway 13, taxi via Bravo Papa. Okay, cool.
Runway
We'll
13
follow the
via
jazz.
Bravo. Papa.
Now ready.
Southwest 19073.
JetBlue 2061, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. JetBlue 2061.
Brickyard 5851, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22, Brickyard 5851.
And we're just gonna
LaGuardia ground,
hand off.
Jazz 7485 ready to taxi. LaGuardia ground, American 1356 ready to taxi.
Jazz 7485, runway 13, taxi via Bravo Papa.
Runway 13, via Bravo, Papa. Jazz 7485.
LaGuardia Tower, Endeavour 5310 on final 22.
LaGuardia ground, Delta 432 ready to taxi.
Endeavour 5310, runway 22, clear to land. In reality, they wouldn't all call you all at
Runway
once like
22,
that. They would
clear to
wait
land.
until, you know,
Endeavour
the guy
5310.
before had heard the request. Answered. American 1356, runway 13, taxi via Bravo, Romeo Papa. There we go.
Runway 13, via Bravo, Romeo, Papa. American 1356.
And I'm not giving you a taxi.
LaGuardia
instruction
ground.
until
Delta
he
1270 with information India. Requesting push and start.
Delta 1270, you can calm down for a minute. It's gonna be a second.
LaGuardia ground. Delta 802 with information India. Requesting push and start.
Delta 802, ground stop. I'm kidding, but Endeavour 5245, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Endeavour 5245.
Driller 30, contact departure.
New York, departure on
Zero. That was
120.4,
way
Driller
late.
30.
JetBlue
Good day.
2061, runway 13, clear for takeoff. There we go.
Runway 13,
Delta
cleared for takeoff. JetBlue 2061.
Delta 461, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp, via Bravo, Echo, Alpha, Delta 461.
Who are you even? Are you Brickyard 5781?
LaGuardia ground, Delta 1130 with information India. Requesting push and start.
Brickyard 50. Hang on, no, you're not. You are
LaGuardia Tower, Delta 1550 on final 22.
Delta 1270. Delta 1270, runway 13. Never mind.
Negative. Need
It's
pushback
not
first.
you.
Delta 1270.
Who are you? Delta 432 at runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13, via Bravo, Papa, Delta 432.
Endeavour 4923, hold short of Zulu.
Hold short of taxiway Zulu, Endeavour 4923.
We got 461 out of there, okay. And we got 4796 landing. We've given
LaGuardia
you a
ground
chance,
radio
we
check.
didn't
How
give-
do you read? Brickyard 5781.
Yeah, I know. You're waiting. Brickyard, hang on. Brickyard 5851. Wind is 160 at 11, runway 13, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 5851.
JetBlue 2061, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. JetBlue 2061.
Endeavour
Good day.
5245, runway 13, line up and wait. Everybody else.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Endeavour 5245.
Jazz 7485, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22, Jazz 7485.
And then it'll be southwest, right? Southwest 1973, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Southwest 19073.
Delta 1550, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear cleared to land. Delta 1550.
Brickyard 4796, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha. Brickyard 47906.
Endeavor 4923, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Endeavor 4923.
American 1356, cross runway 22. Go quick.
Cross runway 22. American 1356.
You could consider that sort of a mistake, but if he moves, like
LaGuardia ground. Delta 1082 with information India. Requesting push and start.
you can't give him, traffic is, a 2 mile final or whatever.
LaGuardia ground radio check. How do you read? Brickyard 5781.
Yeah, well, Brickyard, it's just gonna be a fucking minute. Do you not see the traffic behind you? That's what I want to say to him. Delta 1082, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect
And
runway
we're gonna
13.
get
Delta
this whole
1082.
fucking line out. Delta 1130, pushback approved, expect runway 13. Because I think there's enough space between them that they'll all
Pushback
push.
approved, expect runway 13. Delta 1130.
Delta 802, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Delta 802.
Endeavor just landed. Endeavor 5245, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13. Cleared for takeoff. Endeavor 5245.
Brickyard 5851, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Brickyard 5851.
Three of them
Good
are
day.
pushing. Who are you? Brickyard 5781, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Brickyard 5781.
Delta 432, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Delta 432.
Jazz 7485, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13. Line up and wait. Jazz 7485.
LaGuardia Tower. SkyWest 5594 on final 22.
Skywest 5594, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22. Cleared to land. SkyWest 5594.
Endeavor 5310, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha. Endeavor 5310.
Brickyard 4796, hold short of Zulu.
Hold short of taxiway Zulu. Brickyard 47906. LaGuardia ground. Delta 1082 ready to taxi.
Delta 1082, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa. Let's see
Runway
if we
13.
can
Via
get
Bravo.
out
Papa.
here.
Delta 1082.
LaGuardia ground. Delta 802 ready to taxi.
Delta 802. Actually, I want him to hold there so that
LaGuardia ground. JetBlue 2331 with information India. Requesting push and start.
this may be a problem.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 5781 ready to taxi.
Delta 1082, hold position.
Hold position. Delta 1082.
Delta 802, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa. Alright, I
Runway
missed
13
some
via
calls
Bravo.
as well.
Papa. Delta 802. LaGuardia ground. American 163 with information India. Requesting push and start.
Alright, 163. Okay, yeah. We are caught up on calls. We have all the strips for the calls. Delta 1270 is up here. He's probably getting impatient. Delta 1270, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Delta 1270.
Brickyard 5781, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. Brickyard 5781.
LaGuardia tower. Endeavor 4764 on final 22.
Endeavor 4764, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22. Clear to land. Endeavor 4764. LaGuardia ground. Delta 1130 ready to taxi.
Jazz 7485, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13.
got it.
Cleared for takeoff.
Ooh, we got
Jazz
behind.
7485.
Endeavor 5245, contact departure.
New departure on 120.4, Endeavor 5245.
Southwest
Good day.
1973, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Southwest 1973.
Delta 1550, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Echo, Delta 1550.
Brickyard 4796, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Brickyard 47906.
Excellent. Delta 1130, runway 13, taxi via Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo, Papa, Delta 1130.
Delta 1082, continue taxi.
Negative, taxi is blocked. Delta
Oh,
1130, Delta 1082, Delta 1082.
Delta 1082, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 1082.
LaGuardia ground, Delta 1270 ready to taxi.
It's like, do you want to go or not? Delta 1270, standby.
Stand by, Delta 1270.
This is Delta 802, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22, Delta 802.
Jazz 7485, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4, Jazz 7485. Good day.
LaGuardia Tower, Brickyard 4840 on final 22.
Brickyard 4840, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. Brickyard 4840.
Delta 1270, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo, Papa, Delta 1270.
JetBlue 2331, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13. JetBlue 2331.
American Delta
LaGuardia ground,
802.
Delta 1295 with information India. Requesting push and start.
Delta 1295, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13. Delta 1295.
And yeah, he's just gonna have to wait, so we are pretty much
LaGuardia
got
ground,
out as
Delta
much as we can.
2672 with information India. Requesting push and start.
Sky was 5594, taxi to the ramp by Bravo Echo. Actually, Sky was 5594, taxi to the ramp by Bravo 1.
Taxi to ramp, by Bravo, Echo, SkyWest 55904. Taxi to ramp, by Bravo, 1, SkyWest 55904.
Southwest 1973, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, clear for takeoff. Southwest 1973.
Brickyard 5781, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Brickyard 5781.
American 1356, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. American 1356.
LaGuardia ground, JetBlue 2331 ready to taxi.
LaGuardia Tower, Brickyard 5675 on final 22.
JetBlue 2331, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo, Papa. JetBlue 2331.
Brickyard 5675, contact. Oh, Brickyard 5675, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. Brickyard 5675.
Southwest 1973, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4, Southwest 1973. Good day.
LaGuardia ground, Delta 1295 ready to taxi.
Delta 1295, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa. Man, departure rush.
Runway 13 via Bravo, Papa, Delta 1295.
Alright, and we are behind on American 1638, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13, American
So
1638.
we're only behind by 2. Delta 2672, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13.
American
Delta 2672.
1356, runway 13, clear for takeoff. Separate frequencies. I can do that.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. American 1356.
Delta 432, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Delta 432.
Delta 1130, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Delta 1130.
And who's behind you? Delta 1082, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Delta 1082.
And there goes the American. We got Endeavour down there. Endeavour 4764, taxi to the ramp by Bravo Echo Alpha. It's a good thing we got everybody out of there.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Echo, Alpha. Endeavour 4764.
LaGuardia Tower, Southwest 5883 on final 22.
Southwest 5883, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, cleared to land. Southwest 5883.
Yeah, I don't dare send him. American 1356, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. American 1356. Good day.
LaGuardia ground. American 163 ready to taxi. LaGuardia ground. Delta 2672 ready to taxi.
American 1638, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa. Just a freaking
Runway
look at this
13
line.
Bravo, Papa. American 1638.
Sometimes you can squeeze two between the landings, but it's tight to do it. You have to be really on your
LaGuardia
game.
ground. Southwest 4277 with information India. Requesting push and start.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold on that for a second.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 57290 with information India. Requesting push and start.
Delta 432, wind is 16011, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Delta 432.
Delta 802, runway 13, line up and wait. I might be
Runway
able to
13,
squeeze him.
line up and wait. Delta 802.
Brickyard 4840, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Echo, Alpha. Brickyard 4840.
Delta 2672, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13, via Bravo, Papa. Delta 2672.
Delta 1270, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Delta 1270.
Alrighty. No conflicts here, good. Brickyard, actually no. Southwest 4277, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Okay.
Southwest 4277.
LaGuardia Tower, American 1862 on final 22.
Delta 80, no, I can't do it. I can't squeeze him. Delta
LaGuardia ground.
432,
Endeavour
contact departure.
4666 with information India, requesting push and start.
New York departure on 120.4. Delta 432. Good day.
Yeah, American 1862, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. American 1862.
Brickyard 5729. Oh wait. Brickyard 5729. Pushback approved. Expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Brickyard 5729.
And I'm gonna hold the Endeavour. With that, we're pretty much caught up. Yeah, there's no way to get him out much faster, I don't think. Delta 802, wind is 160 at 11, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Delta 802.
Brickyard 5781, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Brickyard 5781.
JetBlue 2331, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22, JetBlue 2331.
LaGuardia ground. Southwest 4277 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 5675, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Echo, Alpha. Brickyard 5675.
Alrighty. There goes Delta 802. Yeah. Brickyard 5781, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 5781.
Delta 1130, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Delta 1130. LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 5729 are ready to taxi.
Brickyard 5729, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13, via Bravo, Papa. Brickyard 5729.
Southwest 4277, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Romeo Papa.
Runway 13, via Bravo, Romeo, Papa, Southwest 4277.
LaGuardia Tower. Brickyard 4923 on final 22.
Brickyard 4923, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, cleared to land. Brickyard 4923.
Delta 802, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4, Delta 802. Good day.
Delta 1130, wind is 16011, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Delta 1130.
Delta 1082, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Delta 1082.
Delta 1295, cross runway 22. And who's behind
Cross
you?
runway 22.
1638.
Delta 12905.
American 1638, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22, American 1638.
Southwest 5883, taxi to the ramp via Bravo 1. I'll do that now.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo 1. Southwest 5883.
Delta 1082, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Delta 1082.
Brickyard 5781, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Brickyard 5781. Good day.
Delta 1270, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Delta
Delta
1270.
2672, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22, Delta 2672.
LaGuardia Tower. Southwest 3230 on final 22.
Southwest 3230, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, cleared to land. Southwest 3230.
Here's 1862.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 4970 with information India. Requesting push and start.
For 4970. Well, I gotta get 4666 first here, and let that guy park. Delta 1270, runway 13, clear for takeoff. I should have given him the wind.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Delta 1270.
JetBlue 2331, runway 13, line up and wait. And then it's Delta 1295, and then it's
Negative. And known
1638.
command. JetBlue
And then
2331.
672, and that's everyone that's crossed. American 1862, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Echo. American 1862.
Delta 1130, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Delta 1130. Good day.
Delta 1082, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Delta 1082. Good day.
JetBlue 2331, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. JetBlue 2331.
Brickyard 5729, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22.
Southwest
Brickyard
got cut off
5729.
there. Serves them
LaGuardia
right.
Tower. Air Canada 714 on final 22.
Air Canada 714, runway 22, clear to land. Got handoff 1270.
Runway 22, cleared to land. Air Canada 714.
Delta 1270, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Delta
And we're almost
1270.
caught up here.
Good day.
Endeavor 4666, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Endeavour 4666.
Brickyard 4970, pushback approved, expect runway 13. I don't think I've heard from Air Shuttle unless.
Pushback
I haven't
approved. Expect
just
runway
missed
13. Brickyard 4970.
it. Alright, we're ready to launch the JetBlue.
LaGuardia ground, Air Shuttle 6241 with information India,
There's
requesting
Air
push
Shuttle.
and start.
Air Shuttle 6241, pushback approved, expect runway 13. We're pretty much caught up now.
Pushback
We
approved,
just gotta
expect
get
runway
these
13.
departures out.
Air Shuttle 6241.
JetBlue 2331, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. JetBlue 2331.
Delta 1295, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Delta 1295.
Southwest 4277, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Southwest 4277.
Brickyard 4923, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Echo. Alpha. Brickyard 4923.
Alrighty. Finally kind of catching up.
LaGuardia
That was
ground.
a
Endeavour
wild
5164 with
departure
information India, requesting push and start.
Not happening. I'm getting the Brickyard out. 4923 is, yeah, I've already given him instructions.
LaGuardia ground.
3230 is
Endeavour
close.
4666 ready to taxi.
Delta 1295, runway 13, clear for takeoff. Yeah, he's gone.
Negative. Unknown command. Delta 1295.
Delta 1295, runway 13, clear for takeoff. Take advantage of the gap in departures.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Delta 1295.
American 1638, runway 13, line up and wait. I almost missed that gap.
Runway 13,
I was
line up and
almost
wait.
going to wait for
American
him, but I don't need
1638.
to.
LaGuardia Tower, JetBlue 931 on final 22.
JetBlue 931, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, cleared to land. JetBlue 931.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 4970 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 4970, runway 13. Oh. Brickyard 4970, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Negative. I'm on the ground. Brickyard
Yeah,
4970.
we'll get it on the next.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. Brickyard 4970.
And JetBlue 2331, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. JetBlue 2331.
Delta
Good day.
1295, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Delta 1295.
American 1638, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. American 1638.
Delta 2672, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Delta 2672.
Southwest 3230, taxi to the ramp via Bravo 1.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo 1. Southwest 3230.
LaGuardia ground, Air Shuttle 6241 ready to taxi.
Endeavour 4666, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. Endeavour 4666.
Air Shuttle 6241, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13, via Bravo. Papa. Air Shuttle 6241.
LaGuardia Tower, Delta 431 on final 22.
Delta 2672, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Delta 2672.
Brickyard 5729, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Brickyard 5729.
American 1638, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. American 1638. Good day.
Endeavour 5164, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Endeavour 5164.
Delta 431, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, cleared to land. Delta 431.
Brickyard 5729, wind is 160 at 11, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 5729.
Southwest 4277, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Southwest 4277.
Delta 2672, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Delta 2672.
Air Canada
good day.
714, taxi to the ramp via Bravo 1.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo 1. Air Canada 714.
Endeavour 5347, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Endeavour 5347.
Airshell 6241, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Air Shuttle 6241.
Southwest 4277, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Southwest 4277.
LaGuardia
Endeavour
Tower, American
4666,
1150 on
cross
final
runway
22.
22.
Cross runway 22. Endeavour 4666. LaGuardia ground. Endeavour 5164 ready to taxi.
Endeavour 5164, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. Endeavour 5164.
Brickyard 5729, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Brickyard 5729er. Good day.
4277.
LaGuardia ground. Endeavour 5347 with information India. Requesting push and start.
Southwest 4277, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Southwest 4277.
Air
good
Shuttle
day.
6241, wind is 160 at 10, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Air Shuttle 6241.
Brickyard 4970, cross runway 22.
Negative. Unknown command. Brickyard
Brickyard
4970.
4970, cross runway 22. Do you want to get out of here or not?
Cross runway 22. Brickyard 4970.
American 1150, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, cleared to land. American 1150.
LaGuardia ground. Endeavour 5347 ready to taxi.
JetBlue 931, taxi to the ramp by Bravo 1.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo 1. JetBlue 931.
Air Shuttle 6241, runway 13, clear for takeoff. Oh, he's already cleared.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Air Shuttle 6241.
Endeavour 4666, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13. Line up and wait. Endeavour 4666. LaGuardia Tower. Endeavour 4960 on final 22.
Brickyard 4627, pushback approved, expect. Oh, wait, never mind.
Command property error. Brickyard 4627.
Good.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 4627 with information India. Requesting push and start.
Endeavour 5347, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. Endeavour 5347.
Endeavour 5491, pushback approved, expect runway 13. I'm gonna get
Pushback
him out,
approved.
though.
Expect runway 13. Endeavour 549er 1.
Endeavour 4666, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13. Clear for takeoff. Endeavour 4666.
Brickyard 4970, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13. Line up and wait. Brickyard 4970.
Delta 431, taxi to the ramp by Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha. Delta 431.
Endeavour 4960, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22. Clear to land. Endeavour 4960.
Brickyard 4627, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway
I want-
13.
I want them
Brickyard
both to touch.
4627.
I think they will. 4666 is
LaGuardia
done.
ground. Southwest
Shut
3130 with
up.
information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Brickyard 4970, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13. Clear for takeoff. Brickyard 4970.
Endeavor 51, never mind, I'm gonna hold him there for a sec. Southwest 3130, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13. Southwest 3130.
And he's not
LaGuardia
pushing,
Tower,
so...
American 14901 on final 22.
LaGuardia ground. Endeavor 549er1 ready to taxi.
Endeavor 5491, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa. He's not pushing, so it must be because
Runway
he's
13
there, so...
via Bravo. Papa. Endeavor 549er1.
American 1491, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. American 1491.
LaGuardia ground. Endeavor 549er1 with information deleted. Requesting push and start.
Air Shuttle 6241, contact departure. Whole stream of planes I forgot on
New York
departure.
departure on 120.4. Air Shuttle 6241. Good day.
Endeavor 4666, contact departure. Why is your call sign suck?
New York departure on 120.4. Endeavor 4666.
Endeavor
Good day.
5164, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Endeavor 5164.
Brickyard 4970, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Brickyard 4970. Good day.
American 1150, taxi to the ramp via Bravo 1.
Taxi to RAM via Bravo 1. American 1150.
Endeavor 5347, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Endeavor 5347. LaGuardia ground. Southwest 3130 ready to taxi.
Endeavor 5164, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13. Line up and wait. Endeavor 5164.
Southwest 3130, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. Southwest 3130.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 4627 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 4627, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. Brickyard 4627.
LaGuardia Tower. Brickyard 49er47 on final 22.
Brickyard 4947, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22. Cleared to land. Brickyard 49er47.
I don't think...
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 4574 with information deleted. Requesting push and start.
Brickyard 4574, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Brickyard 4574.
Endeavor 5164, wind is 160 at 10, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13. Clear for takeoff. Endeavor 5164.
Endeavor 5347, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13. Line up and wait. Endeavor 5347.
Endeavor 4960, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Echo. Alpha. Endeavor 4960.
Southwest 3130, cross runway 22. Behind you is Endeavor 54.
Cross runway 22. Southwest 3130.
Endeavor 5491, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Endeavor 549er1.
Endeavor 5347, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13. Clear for takeoff. Endeavor 5347.
Endeavor 5164, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Endeavor 5164. Good day. LaGuardia Tower. Brickyard 5594 on final 22.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 4574 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 5594, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22. Clear to land. Brickyard 5594.
Brickyard 4574, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13, via Bravo. Depart. Brickyard 4574.
Jazz 7653 pushback approved. Expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Jazz 7653.
Southwest 3130. Runway 13 cleared for immediate takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for immediate takeoff. Southwest 3130.
Endeavor 5347, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4, Endeavour 5347. Good day.
Endeavor 5491, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Endeavour 549 above.
Brickyard 4627, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Brickyard 4627.
LaGuardia ground, Jazz 7653 with information Juliet, requesting push and start.
Jazz 7650. Oh wait, you're already pushing.
LaGuardia
I saw
ground,
your strip
Spirit
before.
Wings 1347 with information Juliet, requesting push and start.
Spirit Wings 1347, pushback approved. Expect runway 13. I gotta taxi that guy out.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Spirit Wings 1347.
American 1491, taxi to the ramp via Bravo 1. Ooh, actually no.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo.
I gotta go around.
American 1491.
American 1491, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha. Sorry, gotta send you the long
Taxi to
way.
ramp via
Hopefully it
Bravo.
doesn't bite
Echo
me.
Alpha. American 1491. LaGuardia Tower. Jet Sutter 9024 on final 22.
Jet Setter 9024, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. Jet Sutter 9024.
Southwest 3130, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4, Southwest 3130. Good day.
LaGuardia ground, Jazz 7653 ready to taxi.
Jazz 7653, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Romeo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo, Romeo, Papa, Jazz 7653.
Endeavor 5491, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13 cleared for takeoff. Endeavor 549 above.
Brickyard 4627, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Brickyard 4627.
LaGuardia ground, Spirit Wings 1347 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 4574, cross runway 22. Contact tower.
Cross runway 22. Brickyard 4574.
Brickyard 4947, taxi to the ramp by Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Echo, Alpha. Brickyard 4947.
Spirit Wings 1347, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Bravo Papa.
Negative, unknown command. Spirit Wings
Spirit Wings
1347.
1347, actually no. Brickyard 4627, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 4627.
Brickyard 4574, runway 13, line up and wait. It's like, if you don't want to get out of here,
Runway
then I
13,
have other
line up and wait.
planes to
Brickyard
serve.
4574.
Spirit Wings 1347, runway 13, via Bravo Bravo Papa. There you go.
Runway 13 via Bravo Bravo, Papa. Spirit Wings
There we
1347.
go. Endeavor 5491, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4, Endeavor 54901. Good day.
There we go.
LaGuardia Tower. Spirit Wind 686 on final 22.
Spirit Wings 686, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, cleared to land. Spirit Wind 686.
Oh yeah, we're flowing. We are flowing.
LaGuardia
We actually
ground.
got
Sierra
behind and
Pacific
caught back
708 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
up. Jazz 7, well, actually no. Brickyard 4574, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 4574.
Jazz 7653, cross runway 22.
cross runway 22, Jazz 7653.
Brickyard 5594, taxi to the ramp by Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Echo Echo, Brickyard 5594.
Brickyard 5594, taxi to the ramp by Bravo Echo Alpha. There we go.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Echo, Alpha, Brickyard
Brickyard
5594.
4627, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4, Brickyard 4627. Good day.
Jazz 7653, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait, Jazz 7653.
LaGuardia ground. American 2118 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Brickyard 4574, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4, Brickyard 4574. Good day.
Southwest 3467, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. Southwest 3467. LaGuardia Tower, Southwest 3467 on final 22.
Oh, he was actually just about to call me. I called him, okay. Sierra Pacific 708, runway 13. I don't know.
Negative.
if he
Need
needs
pushback
approval.
first.
Oh, pushback,
Sierra
okay.
Pacific 708.
Sierra Pacific 708, pushback approved. Expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Sierra Pacific 708.
Jazz 7653, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff, Jazz 7653.
Spear wings 1347, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Spirit Wings 1347.
Jet Center 9024, taxi to the ramp.
Taxi to ramp, Jet Sutter 9024.
And he'll be in his way, and it's fine.
LaGuardia ground, Endeavour 5376 with information Juliet, requesting push and start.
Who's
LaGuardia
out
ground,
for push?
American 1608 with information Juliet,
Endeavour.
requesting push and start.
American 2118, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. American 2118.
Spear wings 1347, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Spirit Wings 1347.
Jazz 7653, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4, Jazz 7653. Good day.
American 1608, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Where's this?
American 1608.
Yeah.
LaGuardia Tower,
Actually, no, I can
Jet
push it.
2156 on final 22.
Endeavour 5376, pushback approved, expect runway 13. I heard the JetBlue.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13. Endeavour
Delta
5376.
2067, pushback approved, expect runway 13. You guys are gonna go at the same time. Ugh, you didn't.
Unable to take off from this
Delta
runway. The runway is
2067,
too short to
pushback
take off
approved,
Delta
expect runway
2067.
13. I'm gonna talk over you then.
Pushback approved,
You can
expect
let me get
runway
away
1.
with that.
Delta 2067. Pushback
Spear
approved,
wings
expect runway
1347,
13.
contact
Delta
departure.
2067.
New York departure on 120.4. Spirit Wings 1347. Good day.
LaGuardia ground. Sierra Pacific 708. Ready to taxi.
Sierra Pacific 708, runway 13 by Charlie Charlie Papa.
Runway 13. Via Charlie Charlie. Papa. Sierra Pacific 708.
And yeah, you're pretty much the only one on the taxi.
LaGuardia ground. Delta 2067 with information Juliet, requesting push and start.
I already gave it to you because I saw your strip. Spearwing 686, taxi to the ramp. Straight ahead.
Taxi to ramp. Spirit wind 686. LaGuardia ground. American 2118. Ready to taxi.
American 2118, runway 13, taxi by Golf Romeo Papa.
Negative. Unknown command. American 2118.
LaGuardia ground. American 1608 ready to taxi.
American 1608, runway 13 via Golf Romeo Papa. There we go.
Runway 13 via Golf Romeo Papa. American 1608.
American 2118, runway 13 via, oh my god. American 2118, runway 13 via Golf Romeo Papa. There we go, now we'll get it.
Negative. Unknown command. American
Maybe.
2118.
Maybe, he'll
Runway
get
13, right Golf, Romeo,
There we go.
Papa. American 2118.
LaGuardia
Oh,
ground.
got a good
Endeavour
shot.
5376 ready to taxi.
LaGuardia Tower, Spirit Wings 710 and final 22.
LaGuardia ground. Delta
Whoa,
2067
whoa.
ready to taxi.
it. We already taxied him and him. JetBlue 2156, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. JetBlue 2156.
Spearwing 710, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, clear to land. Spirit Wings 710.
Who called for taxi? So you are first. Delta 2067, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Negative, unknown command.
Oh my
Delta
god. Well, then you don't
2067.
get to go. Sierra Pacific 708, runway 13, clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for immediate takeoff. Sierra Pacific 708.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 4625 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
American 1608, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. American 1608.
American 2118, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22, American 2118.
Delta 2067, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. Delta 2067.
Endeavor 5376, runway 13 via Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. Endeavour 5376. LaGuardia Tower. Endeavour 499 1 on final 22.
Endeavor 4991, runway 22, clear land. We got a taxi southwest.
Runway 22. Clear to land.
Got it.
Endeavour 499 1.
Southwest 3467, taxi to the ramp via Bravo 1.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo 1. Southwest 3467.
LaGuardia ground. Endeavour 4824 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Sierra Pacific 708, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Sierra Pacific 708. Good day.
Clear him in a minute.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 5711 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Yeah, everybody wants to push. 4824 is kind of who I want to get out first.
LaGuardia ground. Delta 356 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Endeavor 4824, pushback approved, expect runway 13. 4620, yeah, we'll get 4625 as well. Brickyard 4625, pushback approved, expect runway 13. The other guy, I guess, didn't hear me.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Brickyard
JetBlue
4625.
2156, taxi to the ramp by Bravo Echo.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Echo. JetBlue 2156.
American 1608, runway 13, clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for immediate takeoff. American 1608.
American 2118, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. American 2118.
Alright, who did we clear? 4824. Endeavor 4824, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Endeavour 4824.
Brickyard 5711, pushback approved, expect runway 13. We can do them at the same time.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. Brickyard 5711.
LaGuardia Tower. American 2069 are on final 22.
American 2069, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, cleared to land. American 2069er.
No, don't cross him. We got Spirit Wings landing here. And yeah, Delta 356, pushback approved, expect runway 13. I don't know if he called yet, but I'm gonna
Pushback approved, expect runway 13, Delta 356.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 4625 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 4625, runway 13 by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. Brickyard 4625.
American 2118, wind is 160 at 10, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. American 2118.
Delta 2067, cross runway 22.
Negative, unknown command, Delta 2067.
Delta 2067, cross runway 22. I need you to do it.
Cross runway 22, Delta 2067.
Endeavor 5376, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Endeavor 5376.
LaGuardia ground. Brickyard 5711 ready to taxi.
American 1608, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4, American 1608. Good day.
LaGuardia ground.
JetBlue
Endeavor
4824.
4824 ready to taxi.
Endeavor 48, well actually no. Brickyard 5711, runway 13 via Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. Brickyard 5711.
Endeavor 4824, runway 13 via Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo. Papa. Endeavor 4824.
LaGuardia ground, Delta 356, ready to taxi.
American 2118, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. American 2118.
Delta
Good day.
2067, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Delta 2067.
Spirit Wing 710, taxi to the ramp.
Taxi to ramp.
Straight up.
Spirit Wings 710.
Doesn't need much instruction. Alrighty.
LaGuardia ground.
Delta
American
needs to
1556 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Delta 356, pushback. Oh, never mind. Delta 356, runway 13 by Bravo Papa. Getting tired.
Command property error, Delta 356.
Yeah, I know.
Runway 13, via Bravo. Papa. Delta
Delta
356.
2067, wind is 160 at 10, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, clear for takeoff. Delta 2067.
Endeavor 5376, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait.
We have a nice
Endeavor
gap coming in the
5376.
departures, or in the arrivals, which is good because we have a ton of departures about to go out. Brickyard 4625, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Brickyard 4625.
Is clear to land. Endeavor 4991, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Echo. Alpha. Endeavor 4991.
Delta 2067 is gone.
LaGuardia ground. JetBlue 1032 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Alright,
LaGuardia Tower. Southwest 3215 on final 22.
Southwest 3215, runway 22, clear to land. Oh man, if I hadn't got
Runway 22,
interrupted, I
clear
could
to
have
land.
launched the Endeavor.
Southwest 3215.
Delta 2067, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4, Delta 2067. Good day.
American 1556, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13. American 1556.
JetBlue 1032, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 13.
And I
JetBlue
don't think Delta called me
1032.
yet. And everybody else is just waiting on this.
LaGuardia ground,
landing.
Delta 954 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Delta 954, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13. Delta 954.
Endeavor 5376, wind is 160 at 10, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Endeavour 5376.
Brickyard 5711, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Brickyard 5711.
Brickyard 4625, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Brickyard 4625.
American 2069, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha. Oh wait,
Taxi to
just
ramp
Bravo.
via Bravo, Echo, Alpha, American 2069er.
Actually, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. 32.
LaGuardia ground, Delta 490 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
LaGuardia ground. American 1556 ready to taxi.
Endeavour 4824, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Endeavour 4824.
Brickyard 4625, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 4625.
Brickyard 5711, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Brickyard
Delta
5711.
356, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. Delta 356.
LaGuardia Tower, Endeavour 5522 on final 22.
LaGuardia ground. JetBlue 1032 ready to taxi.
LaGuardia ground.
Whoa,
Delta 954
whoa,
ready for
guys,
taxi.
guys, can we all... Endeavour 4991, hold position.
Hold position. Endeavour 499er 1.
American 1556, runway 13, taxi by Lima Bravo Papa.
Runway 13, via Lima. Bravo.
Didn't fix
Papa.
that.
American 1556.
Brickyard 5711, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 5711.
Endeavour 5376, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Endeavour
Endeavour
5376.
4824, runway 13, line up and wait.
Runway 13, line up and wait. Endeavour 4824.
And
LaGuardia ground, Brigade 4562 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Delta 954, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13 via Bravo, Papa. Delta 954.
Delta 490, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13. Delta 490.
JetBlue 1032, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13, via Bravo. Papa. JetBlue 1032.
Endeavour 4991, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Endeavour 499er 1.
Endeavour 5522, Endeavour 55, no. Endeavour 5522, no.
New
He
York
thinks I said
departure
him
on
around.
120.4.
That's not what I meant.
Endeavour 5522.
That's not what I
Good
meant.
day.
Oh dear, he's gone. He's gone. He's going around. Oh no, I was wondering what would happen if I ever said that accidentally. Now we know. They go around. Oh god.
LaGuardia ground, Sky West 5538 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Skywest 5538, pushback approved, expect runway 13.
Pushback approved, expect runway 13. Sky West 5538.
Endeavour 4824, wind is 160 at 10, runway 13, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 13, cleared for takeoff. Endeavour 4824.
Brickyard 4625, contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Brickyard 4625.
Brickyard 5711,
Good day.
contact departure.
New York departure on 120.4. Brickyard 5711. Good day.
American 1556, cross runway 22.
Cross runway 22. American 1556.
LaGuardia Tower, United 2179er on final 22.
Southwest 3215, taxi to the ramp via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Echo, Alpha. Southwest 3215. LaGuardia ground, Delta 490 ready to taxi.
Delta 490, runway 13, taxi by Bravo Papa.
Runway 13, via Bravo, Papa, Delta 490.
Ooh, who won the race? It looks like JetBlue won the race. Oh, come on. No, no, that's not what happened. Hang on. Hang on. No, they were fine. They got a little too close. It's because of... Okay, we're going to pretend that that didn't happen. And I think that is going to be... That's going to be the end of it. They would... See, you can't give
ground,
way
Sky
commands.
West 5538
The
ready
best
to
you can
taxi.
do is like hold position. So we're gonna call it there. We finally failed after how long was that one? See, it doesn't give you the time. Ignore all of these. That's okay though. That was just got a little too close. Those are bad pilots. That's what we'll call it. In any case, we'll see you next time. Thanks for coming along.